Yeah, we're alive. I don't know why this thing is showing black. I agree to my people. So I'm trying to share the videos in our WhatsApp groups. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you all. Mhm. Let me salute those that commented first. Yeah, they see on I greet you. My people, welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, it's a day of celebration. And the most important thing is this. All the who call me this ACB? Don't you want Buzo? T-boy. T-boy have father one day. Tochukwu nwa bụ ụzọ Arinze Onugbo Obinna Eze Chikezie Obasi or Chikwendo Obasi. They say dark screen. I don't know. It's from the beginning. I don't know why it showed that way, but you can understand. You say no image. Even till now, no image till now. Oh, it's dark. Are you serious? Wait. How's the image now? How is it now, guys? How's the image right now, guys? Check, 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 check. The screen is better now. Okay. Uh-huh. I don't know what the problem is or what. Now it's normal. Okay. Yeah. We are live on YouTube also. So those of you who don't know, we are live on YouTube and my YouTube channel is Ijele Speaks. And I'm also live on Ijele Speaks simultaneously on Facebook. Those of you watching me from Ijele Speaks, you may want to join us on Undiluted Truth. Ezemo Odonga, Yose Odonga, I greet you. I greet you, I greet you. Max Njaka Obinna, Onne Wafa, Okoye, Dalun, 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 Aminu, I greet you. Ebe, Ugochukwu Badowa, I greet you all. I greet you, I greet you. I greet you all, my people. Okay, it's okay now. Yeah, I can see the comments. Oh, Dalun, 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 Dalun. Better, yeah. Okay, guys, it's a Sunday afternoon. I know most of us are in our enjoyment areas. Some are watching Manchester disunited right now, but we must continue our program. Man, you need to make us know what they do now. Who they be? Then get it. Common man, you. Hey, I greet you, Obatu. Yeah, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Salute, salute, salute. Blessed am I see you, my sister. I see you. You are heavily welcome to the program. My people, I've come here today to expose so many ESN camps. Last week I was in Imo State and I did 4 radio programs. The fifth one was jaundiced by some technical issues, even though I still believe in some part of my heart that that was a deliberate sabotage. I mean, the one I was supposed to do on a Hot FM. Yes, I'll still maintain it. But soonest I will return to continue the Lord's work over there. And something is happening, my people. Even the victims of ESN in Imo State, after those radio programs, they've started coming out to tell their stories. So many of them who are their victims. And before I go on, I want to make this announcement. If you know anyone that has sent money to ESN people, some of you that are living abroad, they've collected money from you forcefully. See what they do. This guy that is giving me this information, I wouldn't say was their member because he is still in their midst. Although he will always find one excuse to disappear when it's time for their operation. He is no longer with them, but he is still embedded there as my informant. Okay? He said the video quality is slow. I don't know what the problem is. The person is still there as my informant. He is giving me information on them. Please, if I miss anything, go let me know. It's a network problem. Guys, how is the connection? I hope you can hear me. I want to hear from our people. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Are you hearing me very well? If not, I'll end the stream here there. This will go back to normal Facebook. Huh? I want to use this stream. It's okay. Okay. So this guy is still within them, and is not the only person giving me information about ESN. Now, if they say it's a lie, let them ask Chinasa Wewu. I know he may be watching right now. He can't afford to miss. He can't afford to miss because he will want to know whether I know where they are actually or not. To show you this thing, I'm going to let me tell you what prompted this guy, this particular person. This is not my first or third contact within ESN. Yesterday, if you people remember, Governor Uzodinma hosted an Imo State government through the senior special assistant to the governor on social media influence and all that. I'm talking about Ghana Chief Priest. There was a program they hosted, and that program, many gifts were awarded. People were given gifts from cars. Yes, 2 people won 2 cars yesterday, a man and a woman. A male winner and a female winner, they got the same type yesterday. And some people got smartphones and they were admonished to use it to pass the good message, tell the real story of what is happening around them, help the government. If you don't have access to information, all this technology, if you don't have phone, you don't have access to technology. If you don't have access to technology, you don't have access to information. Without information, anyone can fool you. You will remain blind in the 21st century, especially in 2022, where there is an abundance of information, of which if you don't know where the person informing you is getting information from, or you don't have other alternative sources, you will become a bingo without knowing it. You will start sympathizing with evil without knowing it. No doubt, IPOB got to people because of the media. The TV and radio stations in the Southeast are owned by people who are using IPOB to maintain their grip on power. Go and check, go figure. All these your senators, your governors, their friends, their political actors, they have radio and TV stations. That's why you see them, they will never ever condemn anything evil coming from IPOB. I mean it. Guys, share the video. Coming. Let me share the video. They will never condemn anything from them. Why? They are the ones they are using to rig elections each and every time. Each and every time. Whoever pays them. And it's not just PDP or APGA. You have people in APC that are still paying them. I'm not talking about the former government. I'm talking about people even in the Federal House of Reps, even in State House of Assembly. Across the states, they are using them. And because they want our political conversations to remain in a very narrow strait, you can't stray from it. Like it's either, oh, is the government of Buhari favoring Igbos or not? And by favor, they mean political positions and appointments. Positions and appointments. That's what they mean. They don't mean who will work. They don't mean who is doing the job for the people or where are our monthly allocations going. Why are they not using internally generated revenues to better the lives of the people? Why are there no schools? No, no, no. That's not the conversation. They want to maintain it like this. Now you see why most politicians are reluctant to end this, because it is going to affect their pockets also. And they know if elections are being, people are being allowed to vote, or if our people wake up, not allowed, no one is going to allow you to vote. You already have that right. It's your right. They are just fooling you to make sure not so many people will turn out, because you can hardly buy votes when the people turn out to vote. How many people are you going to buy? At the end of the day, you will lose. You don't even have enough money to buy, let's say even that 5K. And people turn out en masse, your money will be a waste. Even if you win, you are losing. You can't even do anything. Okay? So that's why they want our conversations to remain like this. And with that, people started believing what the criminal Namdi was selling them. Oh, Biafra is coming, our own. Yeah, we are doing this. All of a sudden, any Baribe who has no constituency project, no known constituency project, if you know anyone, please let me know. The person that came to defend him the other day said he built a block of school. As funny as that sounds, we are yet to receive the pictures, let alone the videos, which he said he sent after the program. We haven't seen anything. But with all these things, these phones, people believe that, of course, recharging is not going to be all that difficult. Even the free phones, they will be easy to inform themselves. What did this guy do? He first removed the photo of Usain Bolt. All this their campaign. Now you see them using Usain Bolt picture, going to insult their fathers and mothers on social media everywhere. That is their campaign, Free Nnamdi Kanu campaign, which is a futile effort. Of course, we all know it's not coming out. It's not coming out. Whenever he comes out, it's for his people to take his body and bury it. I would suggest the federal government, they should not release his body. They should not release his body when he dies. Soonest, they should not even release his body. Let them go and hit their head against the stone. Let's see. Okay? Them burn their master prophet. Make it come now. This one said, do you have a GoFundMe page? No, we are not feed me fighters. If we have any need for money, we task ourselves. I just contact 1, 2, or 3 people or announce it here. We are not feed me fighters. Are you hearing me? We don't have it. We don't have monthly dues. because you don't need money for anything. Even if you say you're going to get a new country, you don't need people's contributions. These are criminals. We don't have GoFundMe. If anybody wants to support on anything, on any program, or any agenda, it's up to the person. We don't do that. We are not bingos. We are not the jobless fraudster. Brixton Baba, part-time Baba, part-time Baba. For person shop for Brixton. All right? Make you no be like saying I get a shop. Are you understanding me? That's the difference between us. So this guy now, Chinas and all of you, if I am lying, at least you will use this one to tell your bingos that I'm full of shit. Okay? Let's see. It's a very long message, but I will do my due diligence. I will do my due diligence to read it. Now, guys, if I'm mentioning anywhere, be typing it, be typing their accounts. Be typing their accounts. Let me start from the beginning of the message. Testimonial. Testimony. I'm coming. Let me read. Here he said, "Good morning, sir. Sorry I have not been paying attention to what you have been saying. I only hear about you from my friends who are members of our organization." Of course, he is referring to ESN. "We have been hearing so many bad and terrible things about you. Even in our Facebook groups, we are being sent to insult and intimidate people who are against our leader and our struggle. But I did not know they were lying to me. I finished secondary school, but my parents, guys, I'm trying to, how he wrote it. I'm trying to make sure you understand. So just don't mind the delays. Where did I stop? I could not further my education because of money problems, and we don't have any help. When I heard about Biafra and getting our own country, I was so happy. But I heard you on radio when you talked about Osumo, Osuihitopa, and Lee. Yes, you said the truth. We were in camps there. Now, hear this one. They don't feed us. We even have to work our menial jobs to take care of ourselves. When some of our fighters are injured, they send us to force people who own chemists, he means pharmacy shops, to treat them. And if there are any hospitals around, we force them to treat our wounded members. Some of them even die there, and we will leave them and to come and we said we will leave, and sometimes we come to carry their bodies. See, after your last program in Imo State, we started changing our camps. Now, hear this one, guys. Hear this one. See where he said they have moved out of Aku camp. Some of our men have moved out of Aku camp. I'm reading it the way he wrote it. He said, some are now in Isingu Osumo. Write it down. Isingu Osumo. Okay? Okay? Isingu Osumogu. Write Isingu Osumogu down first. Those of you from Isingu Osumogu, in case you don't know, they said these people are in your place. You all will know your place better than me. So if you know the forest where they are in Isingu Osumogu, remember I was on radio telling them that they are in Aku Osuihitoba. Now they've moved to Isingu Osumogu. Lebe Osumohu. Please, where is Lebe in Osumohu? Chinasa Nwewu, am I lying? All these camps they are mentioning, this guy wrote down, are they active or not? Bingo in the camp. I am telling you, your lives are at risk. The reason these people will never come to the camp, if you watch these your big guys that go to steal all these vehicles they are stealing, when they sell them, they don't give you. And they use the money to be moving from one Ashawo joint to another. All these their girlfriends. Even some of them are dating people's wives. I hear that they killed one in Awo because the woman refused to date one of their commanders, and the woman's one of her children is in the customs. Is a customs personnel. The husband is crippled right now, and they want to force the woman, okay, to date one of their men. The woman refused. Are you hearing me? Those of you in Lebe Osumogu, those of you in Lebe Osumogu, is it true or not to tell you that I am getting my information directly from the people you are keeping in your camps? They know the truth and they will start coming after you. They will start coming after you, one after the other. I'm coming. Ishingu is very close to Osu. So most of them drive to and from Eko to often. Like I saw about 15 of them yesterday in a Tundra Jeep, all armed. Chinas and ask your people if they moved around the Eko in a Tundra Jeep, about 15 of them, all armed, true or false, to tell you that my information is very solid and is coming from within you people. Okay? It is coming from within you people. We will fish you people out one after the other. I will be mentioning your camps on earth to tell you that no matter where you are, whoever you are, when we have time for you, we will come. We will come and say it openly. Go and hang. This he says saboteur. He's informant to DSS. He's informant to Army. He's informant to Navy. He's informant to Air Force. He's informant to road safety. He's informant to VIO. This one we are informing the whole Nigeria. We are informing the entire Nigeria. I don't need anybody to pay me to say the truth about you people and expose your camps, because I will even kill you people for free. I would kill you people for free. Lebe is a village in Osumogu. After Lebe, you get Umuchuku, still in Osumogu. Then Upo Bridge. You can get to Lebe from Umbos. And that Umbos is Benjamin Madibugu's place. So you can get to Lebe from Umbos. All the neighboring villages have burrows. They have burrow pits where they get sand and gravel. Chinasa Nwewu, am I explaining the locations of your camps very well? At least you know I'm not talking rubbish. I'm not shooting blanks. Okay? I am not shooting blanks. Like Ezigbo, is it Ehunu? I don't know how they Ehunu. I will ask him what this place means. He didn't write it. So he said from Ehunu or what? Is it? I don't know. You get straight road to Lille. To Lille. So all these places have vast land, in fact, and also you do a share boundary with Osumogu. That's why they will. That's why we are affected. Okay, that's why we are affected so much. Okay, you know he is from Osumogu. Okay, okay. So I don't think they have any place at here. They come from Osumogu to here to operate because it's close. I know Osumogu very well. Osumogu is very big and they have vast land. Okay. Remember Osumogu share boundary with Ugbo. Ugbo. Is it Ugbo or Ugbo? Mbosi, Iseke, Osu Ihitokwa, Awu Idemmili, Azia, Lille. That you see why we operate easily in Imo and Anambra, my people on the hear. Eh? No, my people when they hear them, I know they mention the names of my informer. And they tell you say they're from Osu YouTube, but they inside them, inside them. Uh-huh. The Lebe community is lonely place. Osumo will have plenty big men, even politicians. Many of them are paying them money. Now we say, watch. Okay. You say the day you people will come, you need to work with locals to avoid ambush, especially in Lebe. My people, na this kind people we go still use. The day wey police, army, DSS, Air Force, Navy, whichever one is going there, na these 10 boys we go still use go track on. I dey mention all of una camp, make una for comot there. No say they no want you. No say they no want you. Okay, they say you should go. He says, so I heard another ESN faction is now at Awidemmili. Awidemmili is in Osun local government area. This one may be the baby them own because this guy own Nachinas and we with them own. Okay? This one, Nachinas and we with them people. I am giving you the locations of your camps to tell you that if we really want to show you pepper, it go rough and we go show another pepper. I am just giving you the last warning. They will keep on moving you from one camp to another, from one, and you will have known all these places. Most of you have known the truth. They are giving us the information, and we will keep on exposing your camp. Chinas and Wewu, am I lying? All these places I'm mentioning, are they your camps or not? Now, so this faction killed one anti-baby from Omuhoka Awo in Awidemmili that has a restaurant at CKC Junction at Awo. Last week Saturday, they killed that woman. Okay, in her house. She was brought out and shot to death. Her son is a customs officer. The husband is crippled. She has 8 children. A woman with 8 children, was murdered. Are you hearing it? Tell me how that woman is a threat to their Biafra. Have you seen these people and the type of evil they are perpetrating in our land? Have you seen them? Now I'm coming saying, what surprises me is that from Osi YouTube, they went to pay the husband a visit. So I'm beginning to think they are of different command. Probably not our own, that is Chinas and rules. I stand to be corrected. According to the husband, she refused to date some of the ESN that come to her restaurant to eat. Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? How is this not rape? All these women, they are forcing them to go to bed with them. These animals. It's not funny. The late woman still have her mom alive. That is the mother of their woman they killed is still alive. And for their penises to not rest when they are seeing her, that she's still young, that looks very young. For her own mother to still be alive. Have you seen these people? The type of evil you will expect a foreign army to do this to a people they subjugate, not people doing it to their own people. And these are the people who say that will give you Biafra. Una go see. He said, are you all these ones that are making noise? I mind them. I'm coming to plug them later. I'm coming back to Imo State. Tomorrow, wait. Again, I have another observation. No, I don't want to say. Most of those ESN that are taking money from people move around with POS. Please, if they don't use POS collecting money from you before, please come and tell me the date it happened. Go to your bank, check when that transaction was made. Bring that transaction details to me. We will use it to track that account number. We will use it to track the account number and the owners of those numbers they are using. Okay? They always go in and out with POS every time. Remember, it's not only people from abroad that give money. These guys do target some rich men. They send threat calls demanding for money. They will just go to a rich man's house and ask anyone there for the phone number of the owner of the house. Under duress, they will release the number, give the man 24 hours to pay into a certain account. The money they said is for bullets. This is live and direct. I know at least 2 persons they did it to. The man gave 1 million, later 500K for bullets. So despite all the money, they still did not give us money to go to hospital, and we don't pay the doctors. Are you seeing it? Let me block one Okoko. Are you seeing it? Guys, are you seeing how evil these people are? Have you seen how despicable these bingos are, that they all deserve to be crushed, each and every one of them? Each and every one of them. This is what they are doing. Chinasa Nwewu, did I get the camps right or not? I am telling you again, if you know anybody that has paid any money to them, no police is coming to ask you for anything. I don't need any other information other than the account number you paid that money into. Forget it. You will not be contacted. Nothing will happen. And I am going to deal with that person. The owner of the account must be dealt with. I promise you that is a guarantee. It's a guarantee. Now ask yourself, most of these boys that are in the camps, they don't support these things. Most of them don't know what's going on. Most of them don't know what is going on until it is too late for them to go out. And as you are seeing them, where are they going to? This one, he said the only reason he was able to go to Owerri was his cousin, who was supposed to attend, wasn't around, and he visited Owerri. He visited Owerri. I wouldn't say the day he went, so they don't start suspecting. He visited Owerri and attended this event where Governor Uzodimma gave all this. Flavor was there. Loveko Nwamba was there. People were there enjoying themselves, to show you that Owerri people don't, Imo people don't care about this nonsense. Only miscreants and brainwashed fools. Only miscreants and brainwashed fools are the people you see in IPOB. All these ones acting ESN. They call them a non-government, this and that. These are fraudsters. Okay? These are fraudsters. If you didn't watch that program, go watch it. Go watch it. Imo youth, stop listening to these people. Let Abia people perish with their scam. Let Anambra leaders destroy their own state and their own people is their business. Anambra politicians don't care about their people. Most of the destructions we Indians have faced in Nigeria are coming from or came from Abia and Anambra. Quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. From the coup that destroyed our position in Nigeria, which was orchestrated by an Abia man and some Anambra officers. Yes. Now, Anambra, when you talk about PDP in Igbo land, Anambra people control PDP in the southeast, even though they have the smallest number of votes. They are the least voting people in our league. Okay? The least voting people. When you talk about people like individually going into business, industrialists, all these things, Anambra a man go do am 100%. Okay? Anambra man go do am 100%. But when it comes to politics, zero. If Anambra State was in any other geopolitical zone, nobody will even allow them lead anything on politics. Let's start from how many voters. Let's start by how long have people drilled your oil, and nobody, no single person raised a voice. They've drilled your oil for how long? For how long? Anambra State was not under oil producing state. Individuals were drilling that oil, using that money to oppress you people. Anambra is the worst slanted state in Igbo land. So many billionaires, then so many poor people. Go into their villages, I'm telling you. Go into their villages. I'm telling you, see how people are suffering. That spirit of boy has left because even the Oga stopped settling the boys. Our local apprenticeship system that we are proud of, dead now. Go and check. They will build big churches everywhere. Go and check. Apart from all this, is either you are super rich or you are very, very poor, and you see them, you are expected to keep quiet so you don't embarrass your people. Imo youth don't care about this nonsense. Look at what happened in Norway. Let me ask you, where can you host such an event in Abia State? If you want to host it around the Enimba Stadium, which road the people go pass? Where is the road? They don't even have. Your governor is insulting you people. Hey, are you complaining about flyover? Do you have a car? Well, our own governor, the dash car. Now, the governor with the dash car, now they say, make on a head. The one with the dash car, now they say, make on a head. But the one where they insult on, I say, fly you over, one flyover since 2015. The $56 million they collected from the World Bank till now, Honorable Odinichita is still shouting about it. As a matter of fact, their state government is doing everything humanly possible to stop him from talking about it. They are doing everything humanly possible to force him, like use the court to stop people from talking about it. Rough Coin Nwaba is from Abia State. Imo State gave him a show, at least come and enjoy. Okay? Come and enjoy. Where will the Rough Coin perform in Aba? Which road, which motor you want to use pass? Dirty city. Is it Umuahia, a glorified village? A glorified village? Umuahia people that are building their own houses, their people individually are not faring that bad. But when you talk about government infrastructure, civic centers, hospitals, roads, all these things non-existent. The jealousy against Igbo, especially from these Anambra people we are seeing. Another Anambra man don't care. I mean, these are politicians that will not want anything good to come back from Imo State. Guess what? Imo State is bigger than you 100 times. You said you will make Oka be better than Owerri in 10 years. How far? How far? See Oka, see Owerri. No room for comparison. No room for comparison. You can't compare both. Look at Oka, the way you people are not shameless. You people are very shameless. You have no shame. You have no shame. All you Anambra politicians, you have no shame. Look at the way Onitsha is. And Obiano is saying his wife will go for Senate. Let us see. Let us see how your wife will go. And they will be telling you, hey, Imo youth, how Praise Adima is killing Imo youth. Why are there no rally from Imo youth against their government? Why is it that they show their governor nothing but love? Because we are not daft. Okay? We are not daft. All these people that are, if you watch all these places, these things are happening, and there are people closer to Anambra State. They are people closer to Anambra State. Their own people, instead of influencing the people on the other side, they are importing the evil in Anambra politics. Believe me, Anambra politics is the most evil, most demonic politics. A state where Igbos will start saying, this one is Anglican, this one is Catholic. Anambra School of Nursing, go and check if you are not a member of the Catholic Church. Forget it. They say, yeah, they hate Igbos. But in Anambra School, you can't go to their school of nursing. You must come from Anambra first, then you must be Catholic. A priest must sign for you. Go and check. Let's stop fooling ourselves. The day we start telling ourselves the truth is the day we start saving the land. Anambra politics is the most demonic anywhere in Nigeria. Put me anywhere. The most demonic kind of politics. Let me show you people what happened in Imo State yesterday. I'm coming. Let me show you. Keep it up. Are you ready? Let's go. Now give it to me. Go. Let me see you now. Go. I hope you saw that one. That flavor, the same flavor, they will go and Photoshop their Biafra flag, superimpose their Biafra flag on his shirt. No be this flavor that they bingos, ndoshi. You have no support, no Igbo man or woman that is reasoning well is supporting you people. You people will go and superimpose Biafra flag on him, saying that he supported this land. No be flavor there Imo State so. No be flavor there Imo State. No use your korokoro I say. No be flavor there Imo State so with the governor of Imo State. Shameless people. Shameless exist. No be flavor be this. No be flavor, no be flavor. I see. He never finish. We are coming. Let me show you people another video.
He has given us a leader. And if you believe, let me see 2 fingers at the end. Wherever you are now. Cookie, let's go. Cookie. 2 fingers at the end now, wherever you are now. Go. 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 If you believe it, sing it with me now. Let's go. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. I can hear you. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Faster. Lord, you are the most high. Let's go. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. You tell me, say that I don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. You are the fire to the fatherless. Oh yeah. You miracle happy Lord. You make the blind man. You make the crippled man to walk. You are the lily of fire. You make the possible come true. I'm through the mama. Who let you know I'm gonna go through? I will never see you. If the Lord is good for you, what's your answer to the Lord? Lord, you are the most high. I don't think I need.
Hello, my people. Is it not obvious now that these bingos have no support? How which flavor they support to same boat? No be this one where they need. No be this one. I support it. He's killing the The people he is killing are the bingos, criminals, and we need to wipe all of them out. We need to clear them to save our land, because if we don't, these people will turn our place to a hellhole. Imagine being many of you paid money to these bingos and secretly see they are now exposing it. Shame no gree on even talk. Say the easiest one as they support, make on pay money. I tell you, if you have ever paid money to them into any of their accounts, bring the account details, just their account is sent the money to finish. Nobody is going to invite you. Nobody is going to invite you for anything, but every other thing will be taken care of. Every other thing will be taken care of. We have 2 already. We have 2 of the accounts already, and you are still collecting more. If you have anyone who paid ransom to them, please bring the person to just bring the details to me. Just send it to me. My page inbox is open. You can forward it there. I will do my best. So many messages are there, but I will try and sort them out. Please, you can open a fake account, use the fake account to send the account number, because we are now after all those people benefiting from this scam. We are going after each and every one of them. What is the name of that idiot? Bright Chimeze. Oh, you are from his own beside itself, or Haji. Oh, you are from Haji, Haji. He is now shouting, hey, yeah, I hear that judge, Last to kill my family. My children came out and said, Daddy, some people are asking after us. You never even start. So why are you mourning has not even come for you yet? I have not come for you. Okay? I have not come for you yet. Bright Chimeze, you are in my radar. You are on my radar. My brother Ikechi, I greet you. I greet you. I greet you. You are on my radar, and you see, people, I told you, I could have picked any other person, but you see someone like Bright Chimeze, what is good? He is the Fredo. He is the Fredo of the IPOB top echelon. When you want to penetrate a big organization, like a criminal organization like that, you get the weakest point. Like I told you, people, it's very easy. Just go carry Bright Chimeze wife where they like this, obviously, because he go wrong. Then I go use and trap them down. From there, you get to all these people, all these other people. Bright Chimeze, I know they hide them. Me, I say, on a do nonsense, cross border, on a know the boundary where I give on. I go use you, track all your leaders down, and I go eliminate all of them. No kidding. No kidding. Benjamin in Madubu, you are ahead. The useless Bright Chimeze say, oh, the day we saw you in court, you want to take selfie. Who was taking selfie with two people? Mumu, I made video, live video to show people that two people can't do anything. I was behind you people. You didn't even know. From the first position you were to when you moved to the other side. I was hearing all the things you were saying. And one of you, which of you were there 2 weeks before that court date? And you were talking how one of you were being together. This one won't touch Bright Chimeze. I say, man, see your neck. How your neck is now. They were saying, man, in a deep touch bar. Without knowing that I was behind them. It was Benjamin in Madubu that came and looked at me and said, Udele. Now, Bright Chimeze that he said, yeah, you deliver the house. Benjamin bounced you people off and took me to one corner and we had a conversation. We had a conversation. Okay, those of you bingos, ask yourself, can Bright Chimeze stand where Benjamin Madubu is standing? How come I was with Benjamin Madubu and now you are telling people that I was looking to take safety? You imagine ways criminal. You need to lie to make yourself big, but I don't need to lie. I no say make you go ask my friend. Ask Benjamin Madubu himself. It was even Benjamin that brought out his phone and wanted to take picture with me, and I stood. I said, "Don't worry, take it very well." I know he was going to send it to people, and if you see how I posed for that picture, you go know say me I know. Yes. Benjamin Madubu, that's my picture he's sending to people. That was the day he took it, and I still remember the cloth I was putting on that day. Those of you bingos that Benjamin has shown that photo, even those your politicians, all these people, I was putting on black and yellow native top that day. So who is Bright Chimeze to come near Benjamin Madubu and now he wants to brag? Well, you are shouting, you are just confessing when no one is asking you any question yet. When I will come for you, you will know. Like I said, the talk no go end for court. Okay? Hey, me, Bright Chimeze, I have not killed anyone before. Why are you answering what nobody asked you? You are giving an answer to a question no one asked. I never begin ask you. When I won't ask you, I go ask you and you go talk through. You go talk through. All these things. And George only when my brother, stop using some kind comments. You say, if I want to work with the enemy, what enemy? You are still in Nigeria. You are in Nigeria. Until you get your Biafra, you are still in Nigeria. Giving out information that will save the lives of people does not make you an enemy. In fact, you are an enemy to evil. Stop saying, if I decide to seek help. No. Help to stop this nonsense, and it begins with giving information. All those voice notes you say you have. Look, I'm going to call your Belek and asking for all those incriminating voice notes that they are sharing. It's time to release all these things. You don't need to wait for anything if you actually want to stop this nonsense, because it's obvious this is a scam. Whoever is telling you to keep on using the handbrake is a liar. Okay? Okay? Are you understanding me? Bingo, go and cry for Flavor page now. Go cry for Flavor, you mentioned it now, the card. Well, he was in Imo State yesterday. We don't convert him, we don't talk Sabo Flavor. He don't clear that, he go soon clear where make on that. Make on that. People, Imolites, don't let these politicians are looking for amnesty program where they will be giving billions. Imo State no go give anybody shishi. And personally, I have made it a duty that the federal government will not give anybody shishi, no amnesty program on our bet money. All these other politicians, in fact, any APC politician that goes to Villa to talk nonsense, me, I go tell and say him follow for this IPOB nonsense. Shishi, the only program that will be instituted will be the ones that will empower all these boys who lied to. All you leaders, all you politicians that are going, shishi, nobody will get. And every money will be paid directly into the accounts of those boys. Carry, go give your boys lie, it no go happen. We will give it to these boys directly. All you politicians, Jane, you now, tomorrow go find work. Shishi, nobody will collect, because if we reward this evil, another person will start and do his own. It will not happen. I am willing to go to war with any governor. If you say your leg they reach Villa and my own no they reach, try and make we see. Try and make we see. I go write one better fine letter, still go submit it. Hey, he said you wrote to the president. Well, that letter, go and ask them. He made it to the NSA. Yes. So the NSA even did that. I go write and put your name there, and everything I will say about you will be true. You will soil your name. Shishi, nobody will get from this. It's a point of duty. Nobody will get shishi from this. Let me show you people more of the things from Imo State. More sights and sounds from Imo State.
Listen. I say, our Imo State is in the hands of God. If you believe me.
They see Sabo Flavor. Sabo Flavor.
Listen. I say, our Imo State is in the hands of God. If you believe me, say yeah. Imo ga n'iru. Anyị ga-enwe ogologo ndụ na arụ isi ike. Chukwu ga na-edu anyị na-aga na-abata. Listen. Ị ga-eji nwayọọ wee gbara esemokwu ọsọ. Anyị ga-ejikọta na aka ọnụ wee mee Imo ọ dị great again. Listen, let me see you like this now. I want you to love. Lord, you are the most high. Louder. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Imo.
The Right Honorable Speaker, Imo State House of Assembly, and his deputy, and other members of the House of Assembly with us here this afternoon. The former governor of Imo State, Chief Ikedo Hakim, all other political appointees, great Nigerian youth, it is indeed my kind honor to be with you this evening, to identify with you on this auspicious occasion of the empowerment of Imo youth. That today, 2,700 Imo youths, for finding time to come out This is actually what I came to do in Imo State. To stop the long neglect of Imo youths in governance. I came to reduce unemployment and empower the young men and women in Imo State. We were ready to take off.
Let us finish it at
that today 2,700 Imo youths for finding time to come out. This is actually what I came to do in Imo State. To stop the long neglect of Imo youths in governance. I came to reduce unemployment and empower the young men and women in Imo State. We were ready to take off after fastening our seatbelts. But those people who are against the progress and development of Imo State started visiting us with violence.
Don't mind them.
We spent too much time fighting banditry, fighting looting in Imo State. I want to assure you that we are not deterred. Imo youth must be happy. We will soon reduce unemployment in Imo State. We will create this year. Adapan, which you know, will create 35,000 jobs. Imo Standard Tools will create 7,500 jobs. Special Agri Processing Zone, which will just sign the treaty in Abidjan, will create 50,000 formal and informal jobs. Recover our economy. Our economy was lost. Only be patient a little bit. 18 more months, you will see the magic. 18 more months, you will see what we will do. All I ask of you is to help me identify those behind the killings in Imo State. Advise them to stop so that Imo State can move forward. If Imo moves forward, our youth are moving forward. So it is for the interest of all of us to allow Imo State to move forward. For those of you who will get the smartphone today, we'll be giving you data and credit.
And the data and credit you did what? Gave us locations of ESN. The phone, under 24 hours, don't they do wonders? Oh, that will hear me. Now, you see, all those my enemies, my detractors, you know one thing they can never say about Imo State, that what we say we will do, we are not doing it. You see, and now I've told you all these ones that are calling themselves conscious people that are fraudsters. You see how what is the name of that idiot in Lagos? Is Anumpa. I told you those people, they are frauds. You know one thing they can never hold against me. I say, oh, the person you are supporting is not doing anything. Go to other farm. No. Please, all those enemies, bingo, to know whether he said he will create Adapam 35,000 jobs. Yes, you know how vast Adapam is. Please go to Adapam tomorrow morning and prove me wrong. If the works they said they will be doing there have not started in earnest. The investors that are there, you think those investors will not finish it so they will make money? Now imagine employing 35,000 youths. It's not saying, hey, I will create 35,000 jobs. No, it is this thing will create 35,000 jobs, and it's happening already. Now we are counting income. We are counting down to time. Let me explain to you again. There is a difference between I will create 35,000 jobs and this project will create 35,000 jobs. That means this one is very possible, it's feasible. You are seeing it immediately. It's feasible. You are seeing it. Let your state, Anambra State, please do your own pan. How can you come to Anambra State, a state that claims to be the wisest, yet all the big churches in Nigeria have their camps in your place? Go to Nteje. Lands that would have been used for agriculture are now being used for nonsense. Oh, deeper life camp, redeemed camp. This one. How many jobs are those things creating? This one says he's a British man. Let me block you first. Mwabingo, come on, get out. How many jobs are those things creating? This one you said, okay, the tools factory, where we'll be producing tools. All these tools you people are going to buy from China. We will, you said, you just contact Chikezie Obareke or tell him how to contact you privately. Chikezie Obareke, I think he has my phone number. Which of the Chikezie Obareke? My brother, okay, inbox me his number if you have it. These tools you are going to buy in China, you will now be buying the ones that are made in Imo State. The factory is almost this thing at the middle stage. Go and check, go and verify that yourself. It is not about, oh, we create this is not any Naya Baribe kind of talk. Okay? Any Naya Baribe will not, it is not even up to the soul of Governor Hope Uzodinma's shoes. Let him tell us the programs he has initiated in other states. You see Okezi Bazu. Any day I start comparing Okezi Bazu and the Hope Uzodinma, that day I've started insulting my governor. Okezi Bazu, what we are doing under 2 days, under 2 years in Imo State, you can't even do it in 18 years in other states. Your 8 years is almost getting completed. And those idiots, go and check the politicians from all these forsaken places. Politically, Anambra is a God-forsaken place. Politically, Abia State is a God-forsaken place. Okay, tell me how you have someone like Obiano ruling you when your place is not a God-forsaken place. Let's wait for Soludo. Tell Soludo to leave all this nonsense, all this talk that talk. Come to Imo State and take a blueprint. Come to Imo State and take a Anambra talent. Let's wait and see. We will see it first. I will believe it when I see it. Come to Imo State and collect blueprint, or go to Ebonyi State. Go to Ebonyi State. Enugu State. Now we'll go front today. We'll go back tomorrow. We'll go front today. Enugu is just there. Enugu is just there. Just there. But you can't continue like that for a long time. This just the attitude. Enugu State is supposed to be bigger than it is now. Believe me. Let me be blocking Umuokoko. Enugu State should be bigger than it is right now. The next one he mentioned was the agri project. Our own president, our own governor, was a part of the presidential team that went to Abidjan. You see the importance of being with the party at the center. All these farm tools they are going to get from Brazil and all those things. You think the ones that will go to the southeast will come and give it to other people? Or any we have, there is no good way to do anything for you. Keep on shouting, Jubril is about to commission your second Niger bridge. Jubril is about to commission your second Niger bridge. Guess the name the bridge will carry. General Muhammadu Buhari Bridge. Where did you hear it first? Now talk about influence. talk about influence. You don't need to have a political office to have influence anywhere. You just need to know what you are saying. You just need to be on point at all times. You just need to be at the top of your game. Let people know that you are not tough, you are not full of shit. You can meet the king. Okay? You can meet the king. That's how things work. That's how life works. Don't let all these fools, these failed morons deceive you. Your state can never be half as good as Imo. Put me anywhere and I may promise you that one. I told you, you people, you will keep on crying over Imo State. Imo State got issue in England. Keep the nonsense up. Like I said, those of you that are not seeing the good works of Imo State government, ask yourself, do you want it to happen behind you? Do you want it to happen behind you? At this point, let me post a link here for those of you who may want to come. We've not done such things. Let me try to connect to get the link. I'm coming. Let me post the link here. And you bingos that want to debate, you are free. You are free. If you know anything I'm doing wrong, now would be the time to come on. Eh? You are free to debate. Oh. You are free to bring your contribution. Oh. You are free to ask your questions. I'm coming. I don't know why this video is not showing on the page. I'm coming. Let me post the link. Forward slash 94 3 2 BC PJ 2 I'm coming. Okay. I've gotten it now. Okay. I've posted the link there. You can see the link here. Okay. My brother, my WhatsApp number is the same group WhatsApp number, and you can comment in our WhatsApp group. Okay. Here's the link, guys. Here's the link. Let me post the link on YouTube also, in case those of us on YouTube want to come in. Now, the picture quality is actually poor. It's actually poor. No wonder it's disturbing the video. I'm coming. Okay. Here is it. Oh, he's afraid of questions. Oh, yeah, come. Ask questions now. This and that. Make on come in. I have like 3 minutes. If after 3 minutes, no, this thing, I'm just jumping. I'm just jumping from here. Here is the link. Let's see. 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. Let's see where you're going with your question or anything. Right now, the people who used to support Umubingo, who lost their people to this nonsense, they are now confessing openly. They are now confessing openly. Oh, I used to support you, now they killed my only brother. And I saw them be they kill people, brother. Now I saw them be they kill people, brother. I'm happy that it is getting to you people now. Hmm? Everybody don't wake up on that. Wake up by force. On go wake up by force. Let's see our first guest. Hello, my brother. Longest time.
My brother, like don't but they follow they follow all your updates steady.
Well done, my brother. Carry on.
Yeah, just a very quick one. Just want to say, I remember when they with the talk, they say that DSS they keep people. Some people refuse to call a spade when everybody know that the guys that are doing the killing is the IPOB Eastern Security Network.
Yes.
So today, I think IPOB is the one now telling us, how their men, are carrying out the killing in the southeast, especially in Imo State and Anambra and all those places you mentioned. I hear all those. My mom is from Mopo. Anyway,
Okay.
I know and only have those connecting. Those communities are all connected to each other,
Yeah.
and that's what they are taking advantage of. But I'm really happy with what currently the governor in Imo State is doing, and I wish that our youths, will just come out. And I told you sometime that very soon the people from the community will start revolting and catching each and every one of them one after the other, and that is going to happen. It's just, unfortunate with what has happened already in that area. But I think their cup is already full. So we are
Yes.
just going to be getting updates on how each and every of their camps, how they will be, the military or the security operatives will start locating them from there, or some of them will start opening up. And so there's a
Yes.
lot that is just happening at the moment. But I think IPOB and some of them know that the game is up for them. There's no hiding place for them in the East. I was going to
Yes.
ask some of them. It's very unfortunate that what is happening, we are not hearing that Southeast people are being killed in the North. Nobody is hearing any news about any killing of an Igbo man in the North. What we are hearing is Igbo man killing a fellow Igbo man in the East. It's a very bad news, and I
And
think
killing
people
Northerners
need
too.
to. And killing Northerners too, and even the Northerners are being matured because there could have been a reprisal attack in all those killing, but they are still being patient, and I'm just hoping, that they will continue to be that patient, but it will be very bad because our people have big businesses in the north. If things like that begin to happen, then there will be big problem. The thing that is going on in IPOB is they are just making money for themselves and using the blood of their brothers and their sisters in the east to make all those money they are making. And it's just unfortunate at the end of the day. But I thank God that you've been very consistent in what you are doing, and it's yielding good results. If you look at your page, you will see from when you started how people were bombarding you. If you come to that page, then you will see a lot of them coming there to But now you see that they are running away because even when they come, the attack they get from your followers, they run away from there. So it's just teaches us in life, stand on the path of truth, be consistent with what you're doing. Over time, it will yield fruit. And it's what is happening today. I call some of them, from their own live videos, and I ask them very simple questions, and they can't even answer the questions. And I wonder how these people reason. I asked one of the guys when he was playing the audio that was currently released that they were talking about the head of their DOS is being paid, 2,000 euro and all that. But we started saying this thing before now, and they know the truth, And what the guy I was asking him, the audio that you just played, now if you listen to that audio now exonerate the fact that people have been speculating that it's DSS that is doing the killing. When you guys are doing, we don't hear them anymore saying it's DSS that is doing the killing. You can't hear them say that anymore. Now it's either they are saying it's Iba's boys that are doing the killing, or Iba is saying it's Chinasa boys that are doing the killing. I mean, these guys, and the problem is that our people have very short memory. It's not, if we just go back to 6 months ago to some of the videos that that they were doing when they started all this killing, and they say it's unknown gunmen, it's DSS that is going to burn DSS office, DSS killing fellow DSS and all that, And to be honest with you, there's massive change that is going on. I've spoken to some of my friends that, then they could argue with you about, IPOB. Now it's very clear. If I talk to some of those friends, they are saying, oh boy, this thing is out of hand. It's not what we would think that it is. I've spoken to so many of my friends. Some of them are even denying that they never supported them, but then I know they were supporting them. So we're going to get more of these statements that are coming out, confessions from different people. More is going to come. All this nonsense parade that the lawyers are doing in court, it's just nonsense. They know the truth. This is the problem in Nigeria. We know the truth. These guys make money, and they don't care how those money is made. The truth is the father, this guy who is called Nnamdi Kanu. And I was telling some people that are repenting now and confessing that, this thing started many years ago. And that's the problem we have in Nigeria. We are not proactive. We are reactive. We want to wait until people start dying before we do things. This guy started this whole thing, and some people were just hailing him. Some people were, but they don't know it will get to their families, just like those confessions that we're seeing today. Some of these people didn't know that it's going to touch their families. It's going to touch their mom, their brothers, and their sisters. So then when unknown gunmen kill, people will be, hailing them and all that. But today, they are seeing that these people are evil. This is IPOB, coming after the Igbo people that they say they want to protect. And I just want to see in Imo State a new beginning from what I saw, from what that program they did with Kubani, and which is more strategic. I think that the governor is trying to build a brand for him to, campaign for himself. Yes, I know it's a campaign strategy, to get massive support.
This is the type of campaign strategy we need. I created social jobs. I built this thing. Go and take social place. This is what it is not this same in there, but even nonsense. Oh, I'm going to get they are marginalizing these people. All this is that this country. Yeah. Meanwhile, you are collecting monthly allocations every day.
The issue is that Engineer Baribe has lost in politics many years ago. And I tell people then that the only thing that make Engineer Baribe popular is IPOB. That's the only
Yes.
thing, that he has nothing to show for all the years he spent in politics. Even when he was a deputy, he has nothing, just nothing to show for it. So the only thing he can use for him to, be a little bit popular is IPOB, by hooking up to them so that he will just get some of them, that are gullible and all those things. But when it comes to project, there's nothing he has done. Everybody know, and he's gonna fail. Every one of them, they are going. The politics in Nigeria is clear. The whole, even as we are today, PDP is dead, completely dead. There's no two ways about it. But at the end of the day, my concern this time is the whole thing about ESN need to be killed completely. And all those boys, including the ones that live overseas. And I'm waiting till, and I know what they don't know is there are underground work that is going on. They'll pick some of them that live overseas very soon. Just watch out. What they don't know is there is an underground work that is going on. And all the argument, if you look at some of them, the argument that Kano is now making, he's not talking about how he was moved away from Kenya, because they know the truth. They know the guy is running away from UK. They know the guy is wanted. So all this whole noise they are making, getting a lawyer. So if they know they didn't have a serious case, why did they go and get this guy as a lawyer? They should have. Yes, they should have kept that their lawyer. If it's every one of them. If anybody that is into legal know that the reason they brought that guy in, because they know that their case is bad. Their case is bad. They needed somebody that will come with that influence. But even with that, the guy is only going to eat their money. There is no way he's going to come out of that case.
Yes.
And what his lawyers are doing is to think that they can just go to social media. This thing is not about social media. This guy is not coming out anywhere. He's not coming out anywhere. And as they are seeing things, not just that, they are going to pick some of, even his brother, that one they call Kalon Takalo, and they are going to pick every one of them. This is what they are seeing is just the beginning. This thing no go end. And they have to pay for everything that they have done. I somehow I like the fact that Asari is coming out to talk. But see, the truth is this. This is the same thing Asari did. You understand me? He did the same thing. He did the same thing in Niger Delta. And people from Niger Delta know the truth. What Nnamdi Kanu is trying to do is to get amnesty, just like they gave Asari them. It's not going to reach to him, because he can't play the politics that those boys played for them to get to that place. He can't play it. One, he has so much pride in him, believing that he knows what he's doing and he has power when he is just empty. Asari is not his mate in any way at all. It's not his mate in any. If you understand, if Nnamdi Kanu know what happens in Niger Delta in the creek, he cannot in any way equate himself with Asari at all.
Never.
If you understand how Asari started and took over Niger Delta, even before they started to get other, commanders in the Niger Delta, there are Boylof them and the other guy that is now the king of Okrika. These guys, Tompolo and the other guy, the one that is now the king, Ateketom. Ateketom was used by Wike to do their campaign election. All this thing Wike is going around now saying he's stopping local, all these guys that are doing refining. You mobilize these boys. We know what the truth is.
Even Peter,
you see, people. See, my brother, see, the thing is, people will know the truth, know the truth. What happened in River State, we know. Amechi could not campaign in Okrika. Why? Because Jonathan's wife is from there. Ateketo made it impossible. How did they compensate him? By giving him that traditional ruler of Okrika. Somebody that we know that is a criminal. Everybody knows that Ateketo is a criminal. At the end of the day, you allowed him to become, because you paid him. Even when they used Don One away from Omok, all these boys, they used them, they mobilized them. We were on ground. We know what was going on before 2015 election. They mobilized them. The current chairman of PDP go round. These guys are the boys that sponsored. They were harboring Don Wani in his hotel at Chris Dera in Omok. You understand? So all these things is game that they played. And politicians are still the problem that we have in Nigeria, even with what is happening in Imo State. Rochas himself is playing bad politics. All this thing he's doing, he's not going to take him to anywhere. This guy is going to come back for a second tenure. There's no way you can stop him. He's on ground. He's mobilizing boys right now, you know. And the politics in the southeast, for me, the only person that is playing good politics at the moment is Ojo Zokalo. You understand me? Trying to, you know, build bridges across the other, you know, regions. But without that, my brother, APC is going to deliver the next president. If anybody where they tell you say PDP will come to power in 2023 is just wasting their time. Nigerian politics is easy for you to calculate. It's not difficult. Very, very easy. Buhari is still very much popular in the north. Very much popular in the north. There's nothing you can't take that away from him. That 12 million vote is reserved. Anybody that he supports and take that person to the northern states and raise that person's hand, that person is going to be the winner. Whether it is Tinubu is strong politician in the West. The West, they know the truth. I don't know why our people don't like. You can't beat this guy. Look at the current primaries they did, even with the bullshit that this guy was talking about. His candidate only got 12,000 votes. 12,000 votes in the primaries. You understand? This guy is very strong there. He did not start politics. He built himself to that level. He worked hard for it. He mobilized the board. Not what happened in Lagos State has never happened anywhere. When one governor did only one tenure, he stepped down. He stepped down. Till today, we didn't hear anything from there. We didn't hear anything from there. And that's how they are playing their politics. You may even be surprised. The current governor in Lagos State may step down and they put another person again. They know what they are doing. When he was sick, he was sick abroad. You see, all the whole politicians, even this guy they call Fayose, went and see him. And he has said to PDP people, yes, politics is politics, but when it comes to Yoruba, this guy is the leader. We respect him. It has nothing to do with APC or PDP, whether anybody like it or not. And again, people should not forget, yes, we know politicians make money, but Lagos State, Tinubu worked in Lagos State and made Lagos what it is today. Lagos is super. So people should understand how the politics works. And till tomorrow, that's what is going to happen. But what we are saying is this. In the East, our people can do the same. And I keep saying this. All we need to do is to put ourselves on the table, bring something to the table. And what we can bring to the table is, first of all, to use the little power we have as governors, the allocation that they are giving you, use those allocations to develop your place. When you develop your place, you make it, very comfortable for businesses to thrive. Businesses can come there and establish. And when people are doing businesses in your area, you start having political stake. But if you don't, with what is happening now, there's nothing you can bring to the table because businesses are leaving the East. And I tell people, anybody that have left in Imo State or in Anambra State and go to Delta to start up their businesses, they will not come back again. Schools that have closed, families that have withdrawn their children from schools and moved them to Warri or moved them to Port Harcourt or moved them to Akwa Ibom, they are not coming back. If it is me, I move my family to Akwa Ibom, to you, and they are settled. Everything is going on well. Then you tell me after 3 years I should move them back again. It's not possible.
It's not
So
possible.
these are the points that our people should start looking at. This whole thing about Biafra is dead, completely dead. I mean, if you look at the people that are even talking, like Simon Ekpa and all those people, if you listen to them, you see they don't make one single sense in what they are doing. They are only interested in fundraising where they make money. Lazy people that cannot work, they make money out of the blood of their fellow Easterners. Very, very bad. So I just want to commend you, and also, I'm following up with, all your updates, and you see so many support is coming for you. So many people are even awakening now, coming up with different pages and all that, speaking out, unlike before. And that's what we need. At the end of the day, we can get our region back. But for now, there's still a lot of work to do on every hands. I'm just really concerned about some of our people that are musicians, pastors, who want to buy into this just for popularity's sake. This is not about popularity. This is about the life of people. People are dying because of it. And people must take it serious. Condemn it from day one. When I started to say, unknown gunmen, they are IPOB men. People should be bold to speak out about it. That is the truth. Till tomorrow, anybody that is trying to shy away from it, even the current governor in Imo State, he knows the truth. But I think he is more careful because he feels that if he comes out fully like that, it will harm his political ambition. But the truth is, we need to speak out. These people called the Eastern Security Network, they are the one doing the killing in the East. And that has to be said. So, my brother, thank you.
Thank you,
Keep
my
the good
brother, for
work going.
another wonderful this thing analysis from you. Our people are hailing you. They are thanking you for the great job
My
you are
brother,
doing. And
it's the same thing you are doing. You see, when you are doing the right thing, and that's what I tell you, you understand what I'm saying? What you're doing is the right thing. You stand on the right, and that's why, if you look, I started following you when you were still in Turkey. You get what I'm saying? Now, the truth is that you have been consistent in what you are doing, and not just that you're consistent, but you are standing on the true path. You get what I mean? On truth. Now, because you're standing on the truth and you're consistent in what you're doing, it will yield results. And if you go back to some of those videos you see that everything, I told you before, you've done the heavy lifting. You understand what I'm saying? Now, IPOB people are doing much of the work for you. Every day you go to their page, they are the one telling us even where their camps is. They are the one telling us how, the other day I was listening to that boy what do you call him? One boy in South Africa with one other boy that used to live in Nigeria. They were just and the boy was categorically saying how Ekpa is mobilizing the boys from Ebonyi State and all that. You get what I mean? These are information that our security men should take hold of, because these guys are exposing themselves. Now, when you hear Simon Ekpa talk, he exposes everything that is going on as well. So they are now giving us the information to know what they are doing, and not also making it clear to everyone that they are the ones that have been doing the killings. They are the ones that have been doing the killings. I was listening to one of them. He said, they asked him questions. So why is it that China Sanwo, nobody know him? He said because of the kind of position. I mean, for God's sake, even the guy who runs the chief of defense in Nigeria, everybody know him. What kind of a job are you doing that will make you, to be secret? It means that you are doing a very, very bad, dirty job. That's what you are doing. But at the end of the day, we know who you are. And very soon they will pick, and I'm saying it, what they don't know is that they think that where they are staying is safe haven for them. Nigerian government is doing underground work, and they will pick some of them up, just like Nnamdi Kanu started running away from UK. Very soon, some of them will start running from Finland, and they will have no other place to go than to come to Africa, and they will pick them when they want to enter Nigeria to hide. They will still pick them like they picked Nnamdi Kanu. So they are not going to find anywhere to hide when it starts with them. So my brother, thank you. Make I leave your people to come in and talk. Yeah.
Sorry, a call entered this thing. I'm coming. Let me get another caller inside. Hold on. Ikechukwu is here. After him is our brother Henry Chimezie.
Hello, Ijele.
My brother, welcome.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Happy
please,
Sunday.
Carry on.
Iwo ofu onye ọra na-asụ nnọọ. Hello.
I'm hearing you. Go on. Carry on.
So, ekele m gị. In my little opinion, I would say you're a divine person. Very, very divine. You are not talking, you are not saving Igbo. I will call you.
I did what? No problem. Carry on, my brother. Be talking. I was on a call. Carry on. Go on.
So, you are not only fighting for Igbo, man. You are fighting for humanity. I won't see it that you are fighting for the cause of Igbo, man. You're a peacemaker. Because if this little thing you think you are doing, you've done a great thing to Nigeria as a whole. Because if nothing that you've done, nobody knew what the Hausa man or the Northerners would have done to Igbo brothers. It has happened before now. This thing has happened before. What brought about the Civil War is just a little thing. But people may think you are talking for Igbo. You are just one man who has brought himself to make peace. My brother, you're a peacemaker.
Thank you, my brother.
And the Bible said, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall inherit the kingdom of God. You are paying a sacrifice. You see what you are doing. I'm just
this our brother is having a small problem with this thing. Let me try and bring our brother Henry Chimezi until our brother can get back. Hello, my brother. How are you?
Hello, Jilly.
Carry on.
Happy Sunday to you and to everyone listening to Jilly speak. It's been quite some few busy days and periods for me now. Anyway, basically, on this issue, I owe you a depth of gratitude.
Thank you.
Like our brother was saying, and our previous brother, and everybody who knows the truth. If not for your likes, Blessedom, Omega Smarts, Nayoke Chukutulagwa, Diokba George, and very few others who came out courageously to say the truth, would have been seen like we're all in this together. And a reprisal attack would have been taking place all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this issue is simple. IPOB, from the word inception, not just IPOB, from 1999, any pro-Biafran group, they are not fighting for anything. This is the simple truth. And I always maintain my stand and my assertion. In Nigeria as a country, there is no secessionist movement or group. Now, when you look countries like Canada, Scotland, Denmark, Spain, these are countries that have grounded secessionist movements, and they are in their mainstream politics. Now, the Quebec region in Canada in 1995 conducted a referendum which, the people of Quebec voted to remain still with Canada. When people go to that region, those who are spearheading, the separatists, they are the ones in politics. Now, go to Catalonia. The politicians in Catalonia, they are those, not every Catalonian is for, independent Catalonia or trying to separate. But those who are embedded in that ideology, they are in mainstream politics within the Catalonians. Even in 2017, when they declared an illegal referendum and the government of Madrid invoked Section 155 and annulled it, they held another election. Guess what? They won the election. Who are those that won it? The pro-Catalonians. Now go to Scotland. We have various political parties, but we have the Scottish National Party, which was formed in 1934 with a single mandate fighting for an independent Scotland. They are in mainstream politics. The First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, she's a member of Scottish National Party. The previous minister, Alex Salmon, is a member of Scottish National Party. And what is the agenda? Pushing for independent Scotland. Same thing applies to Denmark. Now go to South Africa. The Economic Freedom Fighters was formed in 2013, headed by Julius Malema. They are in mainstream politics. They speak from the parliament, not on social media. There's no shenanigan. There's no deception. There's no criminality in it. Now, come back to Nigeria. Be it pro-Biafra, be it Oduduwa Nation, or people that are seceding. Which of them are in mainstream politics? Now, when Scotland had their referendum, the people from Quebec, they came to learn. Now, I say this is on record. If you want to go into something which you do not know very well, you have to seek for knowledge, information, and training. Even, there are seminars, companies. Okay, let me say, for example, now let me use First Bank as an institution. When there are new technologies, they send their staff for training. Why do they send them for training? To catch up with the pace and development. Now, you claim you are fighting for a secession movement. Where have you gone to understudy?
For where?
You've not gone to the Catalonians to understudy their movements, what you can learn from it. You've not gone to Quebec. Nothing. It's only social media causing problem. I mean, whoever knows one thing in life, after God or whatever I believe in, the strongest institution in the world is government. They are lucky. The Nigerian government is playing fair. I still maintain it. No country takes secession for granted. Not even United Kingdom. And now, if they claim they are fighting to secede, the minute, I don't know how to explain this thing. At the end of the day, since they took out their leader, what have we seen? Confusion in their midst. To tell you they are not fighting for anything. By now, they should have a structure. Who, from lying about being, in alliance with United Nations, EU, it ended up with Ambazonia. Who are Ambazonians? Another criminal group in Cameroon. Now, from the day he was arrested, his solicitors, they started ranting on social media, international rendition, trial before trial. One thing they forget to understand, you are not dealing with an individual, dealing with the government. Nnamdi Kanu escaped from the country illegally when it was, you see, the Nigerian government didn't want to even start an investigation. I am being honest. First, they need to establish how did you leave the country.
Yes.
Then people begin to get involved. Those who facilitated it. Remember, the Nigerian government was in possession of his passports and they've returned it to the British authority. So he was on bail. People need to understand this. Jumping bail and breaking your bail bond is one great offense that no court will grant you a bail, no matter what.
Never. Again.
So the idea of his bail application, you see, Michael's document knows this thing. Justice Bitanyaku, except she's hypnotized, no court will grant you bail.
Never.
First, he was on bail, break the bail condition, jump bail, and left the country illegal. So if they are trying to accuse the Nigerian government of bringing him through the back door, how did he leave the country in the first place?
Oh.
A serious country by now, the Nigerian security apparatus, those in charge of intelligence, immigration, police, they should be in trouble. They should answer. How did this? You see, the truth is, I say to people, even we Nigerians, we're not ready to live in a disciplined and governed system. We're not ready for it. If things were done, or like it's a country that has system working, they should have relieved people of their positions. How did he leave? Number one, even while he was on bail, he should be on the watch list 247. I'll give an example now. Abdul Chadre, when he was on bail in UK, before he was sent back to Jordan, they keep them on close watch. I mean, even if he means renting the next building they should know every of his detailed movements. We live in a technological age. Why are they not putting these guys on electronic tag? People need to understand, he signed a stringent bail condition. He accepted those conditions willfully. So he has every right to honor them. Now, I don't want to talk about those ESN guys, because if you ask me, what the government needs is confirmation and communion. Because those guys, you cannot rehabilitate them. They've gone beyond rehabilitation. The only way is confirmation and communion, so that we can save the younger generations. One thing people need to understand, a whole generation is being endangered, not me. I was a student in Abia State Polytechnic when Masop was the talk of the town. As a young man then, I could see through their criminalities. So this thing did not start today. Nigeria have no secessionist movement. Everybody on social media, you need to be on political mainstream. You need to take that conversation to where it belongs. Now, these guys, now look at what's happening. But the federal government needs to sit up. It doesn't matter their location. At the end of the day, a criminal from Belgium that was in hiding in Kenya has been arrested because the Belgium authority are after him. I can tell you here in the United Kingdom, the National Crime Agency, they publish names and pictures of fugitives on the run. Most of them arrested in Africa. Most of them are arrested remote parts of Europe. I think about 2 months ago, the Italian government arrested a mafia that's been on the run in a very remote village in Spain. The government is treating these things with kid glove. We have a serious lesson to learn from. Look at the Northeast. The same kid glove got us to this dangerous dimension that today the government has deployed full kinetic approach. We should have been tackled. Now, in Britain, or let me say in England, when the English Defense League started rearing their ugly head, the government crushed them at the earliest stage. Their leader arrested, jailed, the movement disbanded, all their social media accounts shut down. Why is the Nigerian government playing with fire? By now, people like Simon Ekpa should not, he should be feeling the heat. One thing people need to understand, being in Finland or United Kingdom, America, do not make you immune from prosecution. It's the federal government, through the office of the Foreign Affairs Minister and the embassies,
and the Ministry of Justice.
Are they interested in prosecuting you? There are so many criminals on the run in United Kingdom. Those who are wanted for, bringing in large amount of drugs into the country. In fact, I said this, in Lewisham, that's what the police do. They have a digital board where they put photos of local criminals. That makes it difficult for them to even come out. Because at the end of the day, people need to understand the government needs to take this serious. It's not about seceding, about putting this should be seen as a matter of national security. By now, the presidency should be having a security meeting on these issues. They should be one step ahead of these guys. Otherwise, we find ourselves with the issue of, when I see pictures of our military tackling these bandits, yes, they are doing excellent job. But if these politicians were alive to their responsibility, they wouldn't have been to this extent of combing the forest, losing their lives, to IGPs and everything. The bottom line is, these guys are not fighting for anything. These are a group of criminals. Truth be said, from all the lying, going to United Nations, EU, today, people need to, the truth is, most of his followers are only emotionally invested.
Please, let me jump in on that. Let me jump in on that one. Nnamdi told you people he went to the UN. He gathered you bingos outside. None of you went inside with him. He said he spoke at the EU. The same EU parliament he went to in Brussels, in Belgium, is the same place President Buhari went to. You saw him inside with people, even while they were taking pictures. Have you people seen a single photo of Nnamdi inside EU, other than the Photoshop nonsense they put where we already talking with a microphone, and they just impart, man, on a no get shame.
If you go back to that video, you will see when the Belgian police asked them to leave.
Yes.
They kicked them out because they are nuisance. Now, the truth is, people from our region, we are all joking. Because, it's been normalized in an environment that we do not take lives of the people seriously. Security is something that's been joked with. At the end of the day, this guy has lied to you on every front. Now, why is United Nations not getting involved? Something people need to understand. In 2017, the Catalonians declared illegal independence. When the government of Madrid stepped in, United Nations did not ask them to let them go. Not even Hague, not even the EU. Because of what? That is domestic politics. Why is the government, not asking Westminster to let Scotland go? Politics is politics, whichever way we look at it. Boris Johnson has, now, people need to understand, before David Cameron gave the go-ahead for the vote to be held in Westminster if Scotland can conduct a referendum or not. That has been going on from the days of John Major, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown. And remember, Gordon Brown is from Scotland. Even him as an United Kingdom Prime Minister, he refused to even allow a referendum to hold. David Cameron allowed it. They lost. Now Scotland is still pushing. Last year, Boris Johnson was clear to Nicola Sturgeon in his statement, I paraphrase, referendum comes once in a generation. He's not entertaining it. That is politics. Even if anyone knows that both the written and unwritten constitution of United Kingdom recognizes referendum, why is Boris Johnson not allowing a second one? That is politics. That is, people need to understand. At the end of the day, these guys crying all over social media, now, have they taken into account stakeholders? Even within your region, who are the stakeholders? You know, I only feel bad people have lost their lives for this shenanigan, for this criminality. Now, most of these guys who are emotionally invested, sympathizing with these guys, now, have they ever asked themselves, why is it only on BBC interview you find Nnamdi Kanu's brother? On court case, you find him. Why is he not leading the ESN? Why? How many protests? Even the Donald Trump protest in 2015, 17, that caused the death of people. Why was he not at the protest? If what they are fighting, they are so passionate, they are convinced about it. This is somebody that has, on his broadcast promised them that is ready to put down his life for this. Now is the time to prove it. Why? People need to wake up. Nnamdi Kanu knows he's lying. But the problem, he believes his own lie, that his arrogance and his, ego is an issue for him. How can somebody wake up and start telling the rest of Nigerians that the person in Aso Rock is a clone? And people are buying into that. We may think Nigeria is not the best of country, but do they know the security layers getting into Aso Rock? The fingerprint, the biometrics. Do they understand that? Do they know there's a place you have to go? Maybe there could be a system that will scan your face. If it doesn't recognize you, the door wouldn't open. Of course.
You need to give your DNA.
And the funny thing is, you see people keeping mute. People that should come out, you are doing your bit. But this thing, academics need to get involved. We have professors, lecturers, researchers who knows much about international.
All those people are just confused too. Forget the professor. All these certificates where now they get up. All these ones where they spend. Not be them they do all those things. Not be them they even confuse their own people for village. Say you say go to know what they do. So forget these people. Now them. It's up to us. It's up to us, and we're already doing the job. It's almost over.
At the end of the day, nobody is fighting for any country for you. People need to understand this. Now, he wants, now, this is the same person, when he came out, he escaped the country, rather than go underground and face his life, he started bragging that the government offered him oil well, they offered him 5 eastern states, and you see these people were believing it. What we need to understand, the Southeast is not a territory under forceful occupation.
Yes.
When Ojukwu went into war unprepared, the heat of the war, he ran away to Ivory Coast. Now, when Colonel Effiong couldn't withstand the heat, he surrendered. People need to go back to the video and watch that documentary. In Jordan Barracks, in presence of Gowon, Obasanjo, and other military guys, they signed a document. That document was surrendering back the region to Nigeria. And part of it was he has agreed to one Nigeria, no victor, no vanquish. So that means everything has come back to normal. Yes. And now, when they granted Ojukwu pardon, he came back, he joined back the mainstream politics. Now, on what ground are you fighting? Where is that legal document you can bring up to argue that you're a territory under forceful occupation? You are not. Since 1999, we are part of, from 1999 to date, that is 23 years, we have wasted down the line. Nothing achieved. First, I encourage everybody, if you think you're part of any secessionist movement, if they are not part of the local politics of that region, my brother,
Connect it.
you're on a long walk. You're on a long thing. You know, those of them who are within Europe, if they want, we can travel to Scotland. We can go to Catalonians. If you go to Catalonians, not everyone is a pro-Catalonian or wanting to
Yes.
secede. But the only research you do and you find the truth is the politicians, their local politicians are those, you know, who they are
In
pro-Catalonian.
power.
They are those in power. They are even causing more headache at the parliament, in Senate. For example, those in South Africa, including their members, let them go and ask, what does EFF stand for? There are major political parties in South Africa. The ANC is there, and other parties are there. Now, even recently, Julius Malema was in court, you know, challenging this issue because they're trying to charge him, you know, for some hate speech. Key the boa. I don't want to say some things because of my location. Now, he was in court defending his party and his ideology. They're in South African parliament, calling the shots, challenging Ramaphosa. So we claim we're seceding since 1999. Where are we? Not even in our state parliament, not even in the local government, not even in the council, not even in the House of Reps. This is a great joke.
Expensive joke.
I mean, people say, I don't care whoever is involved. If they are not ready to come back, be on ground, get involved in politics, please, it's time to use your upper senses. Just understand this is a joke. In Scotland, there are more than you have the Lib Dem, you have the Conservative, you have SNP. You have to align. Now you want to secede. Where is your political platform? You're not on ground. You're not in politics. You're not contesting. Everything is on social media. I mean, this is 2022. We either ask ourselves, do we want to put a stop to this shenanigan or do we want to prolong it and endanger the next generation? For the records, most of us, Nigeria did not work for us. That does not mean I failed myself. A good example is somebody being born and you understand that your family financial background is not that very strong. You would not deny yourself from trying to work hard to make a better life for yourself. Nobody should tell any Igbo person that they are not free. That is a very deceptive narrative. Do people understand what freedom is? Is there any Igbo person who can come out to say, before he could move from point A to point B within Nigeria, he needs any clearance from anybody? You know, have you gone to apply? You see, the thing is, there are genuine arguments which could be on policy, economy, and at the center. But then we have 3 tiers of government: federal government, state government, and local government. Now, within the 1999 Constitution, the state government, you know, your state has its own state of assembly, which nothing stops them from making laws that can prosper your states.
Of course. Free education, if they sign it there and mandate the governor to build schools in every local government, what will happen?
Now, you mentioned school. Under Universal Basic Education Program, do we get our fair shares? Yes, we do. Do we get allocations? Yes, we do. When Nigeria had the Paris Club refund, was it shared to every state in Nigeria? Yes. Did Abia State get her own fair share? Yes. The question is, we need to go back to the records and ask the OG to open up the records. Where is our 12.5 billion? I don't want to even mention the IGR, which they generate. Now, Devil Mai is infrastructure-wise taking a boy to the next level. should I also blame the federal government for having a governor who is a clown in Abia State? And I said, Abia, we get what we deserve because we still, playing this parochial politics. Onyabagacha, we have seen it.
Okay.
I don't know who should I blame. NDDC chairman after Timi Alaibe was from Abia State, not just Abia State, not just from my, we are the same location. All the project of NDDC that came not got to my village. So should I go and blame who?
Oh.
Not even a pipe bomb water. Not even a single kilometer road. That today, if it rains, we cannot drive because it's a mud environment. What about the schools? My brother, the truth is, those who should hold this conversation are running away from it because it will come, they will bite their nose to spit on their face.
Yes.
Look at the excuses the governor is making. Okay, now people need to go back. How can a governor who said he has PhD claim that one of the reasons the road he constructed dilapidated within a short period, that people are boiling hot waters and pouring? So you mean the whole of the road? People start, my brother, sometimes I just ask myself, and people cannot see this, that one of the major problems we have were clowns sitting as a governor. And he has recruited clowns all over the place. What is Abia State House Assembly doing? Who is stopping them from passing laws that can better the states? You say you're not free, but you have your own state of assembly. You have your own governor. Now, it's on record that Ndi Igbo contest for election. At least I wouldn't mention him because he's from my community. He contested for state of assembly in Lagos State. This is Anoma Hamad. Now,
come to Abuja, local government elections. Ndi Igbo are contesting as
now I am
chairman,
coming.
vice chairman. Go to Lagos, go to Ogun State.
Just give me a few minutes, please. Now, can any person point me, I may be wrong, any part of the Southeast where a non-Southeasterner has contested for state of assembly election?
Yeah.
At least the days of Tinubu, he appointed an Igbo man as a commissioner.
Igbo men and women.
Can we reciprocate with that? You see, one thing people need to understand, it is impossible for everybody from the Southeast to live in the Southeast. Even where I work, you have Americans who are working in the UK, you have Australians, you have Germans. Now, they tell you, everybody come back home. That is not possible. Because people have their dream, people have their goal, people have different things they're chasing. Now 99% of Ndi Igbo, they came to the city with cellophane bags. Ghana must go. And they are making their work, they're taking it home. Now, let people go back to Lagos, servicing, most of the oil firms or who are doing supplies, chain or vendors, they are all Igbos. Go to River State. Go to Transamadi. Look how hard our people are working. I was born and bred in River State. I can tell you for a fact, I know many Ndi Igbo, that today they have mansions both in their villages and in Port Harcourt. That money was made in River State from working, supplying to oil firms, servicing rigs, servicing boats. And you want everybody to come back home because you don't have a dream, you don't have a vision. So, I mean, these guys who have nothing to live for, they want to dictate for the rest of us what to live for. My brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. As always, you made a great point and we appreciate you. Let's bring our brother Ikechukwu back so he will finish with his contribution. Hello, my brother. Welcome back. Sorry, we had a network problem. Please rush it before the network starts again.
Igele, you are doing a great work. Like everybody that have spoke well. I always say you're a divine child. You're a saint child from Igbo land. Kudos. Your family will live great, and your generation will reap all the sacrifice you paid. I saw you in Abuja, how you stood firm. I was just saying, God, please protect this man for standing and standing all alone. And God will protect you. Like what my brothers have said there so far. You see, we will continue in this myopic realm if we don't change our mindset. How do I mean? You see, the Igbo people will remain this way, and there is nothing that is going to make them separate except something. We don't even need to separate, we just need good governance. Some people are living in abroad, they are okay. They are living so many places, they are okay. That place is not their home. You understand? So if we make a Nigeria our home, we don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with a Hausa man. I don't have a problem with a Yoruba man. It is just the mindset of the Igbos. And we're going to remain in this string if we don't change. They will say they sideline Igbo man. Who is sidelining Igbo man? No, my brother, I've taken time to study the nature of Nigeria and Igbos. Nobody has sidelined any Igbo man. You know the reason why?
Never.
Even they may call me Sabo, or they may say you are talking rubbish. But if we go down the history lane, you know where this Nigerian problem started. You understand? Igbo man have never seen thing from a good perspective. They are always very, very myopic when it comes to politics. Now, look at an average Igbo man. Just look at an average Igbo rich man. You will send your child to study in abroad. And after the person study, the person will live in abroad with his family and begin his life there. Then the Hausa man who believe that they own Nigeria, they will send their children abroad, bring them back. It is not a pride for Hausa man to say, oh, my first son is living in UK, is living in America, is living in Dubai. It's not a pride. It's a pride for Igbo man to say, hey, my first son is living in UK. He's a medical doctor in UK. He's a medical doctor in America. Then, after election, you begin to complain. Take, for instance, look at the post Sanusi with all his wealth. He has enrolled his child in Polixo. His own child is in Polix today, upon all the wealth that Sanusi had. Tomorrow now, when the guy becomes an IG, they begin to say, Hausa, Hausa, Hausa. You train your own child. And look at it, look at it. You see the police, all the ministry, they are part of politics. So,
of course,
you can't take it away. They are part of politics. You will send your own children abroad. Then you expect maybe that person should come from abroad to be made IG. Is it possible? Shehu Shagari child is in Nigeria. He become a minister one time. So in Nigeria, an Igbo man does not see any. Once you have money, the only thing you can pride of is your first son is in America. Nobody is coming home to build a better Nigeria. You train your child, bam, abroad. You train your child, bam, abroad. And you expect to rule Nigeria. How do you rule Nigeria? It's not possible. No. Now they are saying politics is not about this is my tenure, this is my time. No, it's not. Come to the field. If you know you can win election, come, let us do the election. You don't have population. Your Christianity have made you to say one man, one wife, and you have 2 children. The Hausa man are producing numbers. Tomorrow you say, oh, Kano, they produce 1.8 million. Imo State, 400,000. Politics is a game of number. An Igbo man A maximum of four children. Hausa man have 20, 24. You get this in. And when election come, they all vote. Who wins the race? That is what. Who wins the election? You'll be priding yourself if you just only one child. You want two child, I'm okay. Hausa man is producing number, and election 1 point something million comes from Kano alone. Medugri come all the eastern states, they will not even produce up to 4 million. And you'll be clamoring. How does this thing work, my brother? Let us think about this thing. It's not about noise making. We don't have to be making noise. Let us calm down, know how these politics are being played. Let's enroll the rich men, the wealthy people. Let them go into, they become DGs, they become permanent secretary. They have a voice. Not when you will be outside and you'll be saying Hausa man have done this, Hausa man has done this. It does not work that way. Igbo man needs to come to the drawing board and see we're getting it right, so that when we better our own society, then we'll have a ground to talk in the federal government. We have nobody from all the Hausa people, they are not in abroad. They after school, they come home, take position in all the ministries. So you see this marginalization that bring this separatists is, to me, is nonsense. If God has given us a talent to trade in the business, let us flourish there. You understand? So if we don't want to play politics, let the people who is ready to play politics, let us play politics. Let everybody play by the rule. The society will become a better place. And there is one thing again that is bothering me. Is the Senate a home for past governors? Is the House of Senate, is it a home for a past governors? So I have thought that Lagos State, Bola Tinubu became a governor. He didn't go to the Senate. Fashola was a governor. He didn't go to the Senate. Ambode did not go to the Senate. Why is it in Igbo land? Any man, look at from Ojus Okano, from Theodoji, the nonsense, why are they, after being a governor, they go to occupy Senate, recycling their relatives? So we don't see that as a problem. We don't see it as a problem. Nobody is looking about that. Instead of us to fight this thing, you don't become a governor, go back to Senate and begin to sleep. If you have gone for a Senate, let your clan, your generation, let them move. Let other people go there, go to Senate. This thing should be pronounced. Let it be something that Igbo man will know. Not after being a governor, you go to Senate, then your child become the speaker, just like what my governor did in Imo State. You understand? He become a governor, want to go to Senate, his son-in-law want to become Imo State governor. How does this thing? So has government become a family affair thing? You understand? This is where the problem is coming from. We are shiring away where the basic problem is coming from. One family is eating all the government facility. They steal money from in-law to cousins, and we're not seeing the problem that way. So it is something, and Anambra has done well. If you look at the first governor, Mbadiniju, he's not in the Senate. What's his name? Peter Obi is not in the Senate. So where are we getting this, that after being a governor, you go to Senate? This thing Akanka wants, eating up our states, and we're busy fighting the Hausa man. My brother, to me, with this my age, you see Buhari has done marvelously well, despite the insecurity.
Nobody has done more than that man in Igbo land, infrastructure-wise and everything. Nobody. Mention the person.
See, when I say it in my area, my Igbo brothers want to chew me raw. And I've always stand for the truth. I said, in my own time, as a young man, I have never seen any president that is productive as Buhari. Maybe
Yes.
time will tell, because most of the things he has done, Nigeria is going to reap it. Okay, look at like somebody he brought Marwa. Look at his pedigree and look at what he's doing in the NDLA. You see? Okay, now you are saying Igbo man, Igbo man. Do you see what this man, Erufai, did in Abuja? You see what he did in Abuja? How Abuja
And
become
he's doing in Kaduna, and he's doing in Kaduna too. What he did in Kaduna State?
See, can any Igbo man be attached or pointed that this is his pedigree? You see this thing. So when they say, Erufai, brother, I came to Abuja and I saw how Abuja was. That man does not know who is who. If your house is in obstruction, there is nothing.
Not everything.
Everything down. You understand? So who do we have that has that principle? Buba Marijuana has come to NDA. Look at what it's as if that NDA is born today. But NDA has been established for a very long time. You understand? 30-something years ago, NDA has been there. They are in comatose. Look at Buba Marwa, a Fulani man. Look at what he has come to do. Now, you see, the problem is about individual. Hausa man is not the problem. The man and we are so myopic. Look at almost 99% of Igbo man believe that Buhari is clone. My brother, even to today, some people are still saying if Buhari is not dead, if it is not Jubri, why didn't they file case? I look at these people. They are my Igbo brother. My brother, some lawyers are still saying this. I have an argument in Abuja with a lawyer. He said Buhari is dead. So a lettered man, an Igbo man, can believe such nonsense from useless man. See, my brother, Igbos need to rethink. And I look at you as a fine. See, look at all the crowd of women saying Ijele, Ijele this, Ijele, yeah, there. You said yes, you are Ijele. You are Ijele. You stood your ground because you know what you are saying.
Yes.
You know, but Ijele, I don't know. It will look as if we need people like you. We need people like you to be among these people so that you have an idea. You have an idea. Maybe if God may permit you to go to the Senate so that you can change some certain narratives there. You understand? You can't run from it. You've started, my brother.
2043, nobody, I dare anybody to waste his money on the Imo West senatorial seat. I dare anybody to waste his money in 2043. I will beat any person, whoever it is. Resurrect Desa Mbakwe. I will beat him in that election. 2043, let them wait. It's 21 years from date. It must happen. Wrap it up. Let me bring Mohammed Aminu.
My brother, if that happen, my brother, I will converse from you from any point I am. I am telling you the truth. I am your number one anytime, any day, because there is light and truth in you. You understand? And God will bless you. I have nothing to offer you than other than for God to give you long life and protect your family.
You too, my brother. Thanks. Bye, my brother.
Yeah.
Let me bring our brother is no longer here. Mohammed Aminu is no longer here. Okay, he has left the studio. I wanted to bring him on. My people, thank you so much. Who said 20? Which one? 2043. It's 21 years now. It's 21 years. 21. See, getting into office, let me tell you why I told you it's 21 years. Me, by then, all my kids would have been on their own. I don't believe that anyone who has not set his family right should run for any office. Now check all these good governors that are working. Look at their household. Check the household of El Rufai. Compare that with the household of, sorry. Look at Buhari and the children he raised. All of his wives. Look at all of his children. Now look at the children of Mbadi. Look at the children of Look at the children of T.O. Everything manifests. You carry it to that place. So if you've not set your home aright, please stop wasting any time you want to go in government, this and that, because you will not have time for your family. Look at the Igbo politicians, their children waste. When I tell them that if they try anything with us, we'll start with their children. Why? We know where they go to buy their drugs. We know the people supplying them drugs. They may be waiting for a God. No. We will tell them what they mix to that drug your son is smoking, that cocaine is smoking and sniffing. We will mix it there. That one will go straight. It's very easy. So if you've not put your house straight, why would you want to go and rule the whole state? Man, that thing is not fun. You'll be a governor, you will uncover every time. People must follow you. No secret, no life. You have no time of your own. Let me bring our brother Mohammed Amin. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ejile. Can't you, man?
Udo, the one that got it.
You want to go? You want to go?
We are not seeing you.
You want to go?
My brother speak English, so I can't see you. I'm not seeing you.
Can you see me now?
No.
What about now? Can you see me?
No, come back now. No, I'm not seeing you.
I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you clearly.
But I'm not seeing you. Guys, can you see him? Let me see if they are seeing him. Guys, okay. Can you see Mohammed? Can you see him? I'm not seeing you, my brother. I'm not seeing your face.
I'm seeing you clearly.
Do you want to go out and come back? Do you want to go out and come back? Or should we continue like this?
Let me just speak. Let me just speak. Let me go and come back.
Okay. Let me remove it. So our brother will come back. Somebody said, how old will you be then? I will be 37 this year. So at 21, it is 58. And if at 58 I've not gotten enough experience to run for office, that means I'm mad. That means I'm mad. Then I will be 58, and by then I will have finished everything. Okay? Sorry, guys, I pressed something. Let me bring our brother again. Mohammed Aminu, I can't see you. Please come back again. He said, please allow him to speak Igbo. You know he doesn't speak Igbo very well. I think he's back now. Yeah. My brother.
Can you see me now?
I can see you. Carry on, my brother.
You know, the last speaker, I was on the background listening to the last speaker. He wanted to kill me with life, honestly. First and foremost, Mr. Ejile, I want to salute you. As I have always maintained that God Almighty that I serve will protect you, will guide you, and your family and your people will reap the fruit of what you're doing. Because you stand for nothing but the truth. And in the Quran I believe in, God Almighty always said that He is with those who stand with the truth.
Yes.
You are knocking these bingos with nothing but the truth. That is why it's hurting them. You know, I always maintain that truth is very, very bitter.
Yes.
The person that you're telling the truth to, he knows that you are saying the truth, but for him to accept is where the problem lies. So don't bother much of yourself with them. They are hearing, they are listening, they are understanding. Honestly, I myself, when I saw you in Abuja at that court day that day, I was a bit shivering. I said, why would Ejide just risk himself, only him confronting these idiot people? But by and large, you're a confident person, and God Almighty is with you. Nothing will happen to you. He will always try to protect you. To buttress my point, Mr. Ejile, about the topic of today, honestly, I keep asking and wondering, and also it baffles me a lot whenever I sit down to think about what is happening. So to say, generally in Nigeria, but specifically in Southeast, I always maintain how many people do they want to kill, or how many people do they want to butcher before they get their own Biafra? This question needs to be answered so that when people know the numbers that they want to take, the life of the number of life they want to take in Southeast, then it will be a very simple arithmetic to understand where they're heading to. But the amount of people dying every day because of nonsense, something that is not a reality or is not on the horizon, is very surprising. And the keeping quiet of the elders and so to say the people that are around there is very, very unfortunate. So to say, very, very unfortunate. They are not doing their duties. Like last time now, coming back to politics, Mr. Ejile, I saw one of the former governors, is it Abia or Anambra? I can't remember his name. The one that have white beard like that, something like that. I don't know what it was.
It's Anambra, the old man.
Yeah, that one. I saw one of his write-up in Facebook, so to say, if I'm not mistaken, saying that they're not going to spare any of their sons that dare to accept a vice candidate of any person from not from the south. You see, I don't understand this kind of threat. I don't know how far they're going to be sending this kind of threat. Like the earlier speaker said, that he said politics in Nigeria is a game of number. Play your cards well and you get into office. Politics in Nigeria is not by appointment. Nobody took Buhari and said Buhari become and be our president and they appoint him. No. In 2015, Buhari went to all the sisters, almost all the local government in Nigeria to campaign, to solicit for the support of the people. It shows you that 70 to 80% of election count in Nigeria. If election is not counting in Nigeria, the politicians should stop going for campaign. They should stay in their house and talk in social media. Let's see whether they are going to win. But the reality of the happening in the political arena in Nigeria is shows that election count, even if it's not going to be 100%, there are one or two challenges that do happen in election, not only in Nigeria, everywhere in the world. So I will advise my able brothers that are willing to be in politics, they should come down, solicit for the support. May so be it if the able person become a candidate and Nigerian voting, who will say no? Nobody. Nobody is saying that an able person cannot be a president of Nigeria, but they have to earn it. They have to fight for it. Nobody can give you president in Nigeria by sitting at home or by throwing threats to other counterparts of the country. It's not possible. Things are not being done like that. So they have to work hard, solicit for the support of the people from the west, from the north, from the east. May so be it if the person becomes an Igbo president, why not? They deserve it. Why not? It's only that who is capable to solicit for the support. It's simple as ABCD. Who has the structure? I saw one idiot guy abusing Tinubu, how do you call it? I think last 2 weeks in social media. I say, look at this person. Do you know the political structure Tinubu built on his life? Since when Abacha was alive, Tinubu has been building his political structure and he is reaping the fruit of what he is building. Simple example like Amechi. Amechi was a councillor. Amechi was a chairman of local government. Amechi was a state reps member. He was a speaker. He fight for Senate, he could not win. And then he went for governor. Now he's a minister. It shows you he has built his political career from the grassroots. That is why Mr. Buhari always said, go back home, build your political career from the grassroots. So receive the support from your hometown. Like this idiot that is roaming about that is revolutionaries or something like that. This Showeri. That is what you could have done. He's calling himself a youth. He could have started fighting, building political structure from his own local government. But one day you are jumping to be a president. It's not possible. No matter the amount of money you get, you cannot win. You have to what? Build the structures. If I were him, just stop all these shenanigans he's doing in Abuja, go back to his state, solicit to become the state house member.
his own place, if you go to his place, his side, he is not asking what the senators are doing, what the
You
House
see,
of Representatives. I don't care whether your state governor is APC or PDP.
you see,
Ask him what
he
he
don't
is
ask
doing.
questions. Simple. Simple as ABCD. Last thing, Mr. Ejire, I keep asking this question. When is America coming? When is Israel coming? When is UK coming? I don't know. I need to have these answers, please. But
Why are you asking me?
lastly, last but not the least, it's high time for all the renters in social media to come back to Nigeria. It's high time. Let them come and take their eprima from detention, please. All this
The
ranting
truth,
they are doing in social media will not help matters.
yes.
Release,
Joe Biden.
we even had some pastors that give a prophecy that if Nnamdi Kanu will not be released by December, nothing have happened up to now. We are still waiting for their prophecy to manifest. Up to now, we need to see
Don't
this thing.
mind criminals. Don't mind criminals, my brother. Thank you so much,
Mr.
my
Dila, I
brother. Let
salute
me
you.
bring-
I appreciate
Thank,
for the time given to me to speak. I appreciate. Thank you.
thank you, my brother. Kai, let's bring our sister in. Sister Blessed Dove. It does say. My sister,
Hello,
welcome.
Ijele. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good
Welcome to the
afternoon. Well
program.
done. I greet everybody in the house also. Yeah. I was following your program since, and first of all, I need to say, like every other person, God bless you for everything you are doing and how you are
You too.
standing strong, You're like a one-man squad. The things that the politicians are supposed to do, you are the one doing it. Like you are basically doing their job for them. Like the young man that confessed, it was through your radio program. And this is something they should be able to have done since this radio ranter was all over the social media lying. They're supposed to put up radio stations to counter his lies, but they were carrying pot belly, everlasting pregnancy. They did not do anything. And now, just one appearance, look at the deliverance that is coming out of it. And you don't even know how far that radio program has gone. So we really need to thank you. Thank you very much
Thank
because
you,
you
my
are there
brother.
on the ground. I know they thought that they are doing you bad by making you to be on the ground, but it was their worst nightmare. Now they are not saying, if you see your leg in Turkey. Now, so very quickly, the story has changed. So that's one of the things I want to say. Then secondly, the other brother was saying about who is marginalizing Igbos and how rich Igbo send their children abroad and that kind of a thing, and they are based abroad, and it's a thing of pride. Everybody can relate to that story. Everybody can relate to that story. And when they do come back from their abroad, because they are brought up so out of touch, they never go from start. Like maybe he gave example that somebody went to police to start from the beginning and grow in the profession.
The
They'll
son
bring them in
of
and
Sanusi. Sanusi's son, a
yeah,
Sanusi's son.
yeah. So they will bring their son, and it will be straight to governor, somebody that have never had any leadership, any idea, like they want something big or immediately, like what we are seeing with Obiano. He has lived abroad all his life. He just comes back and takes up a big leadership position. He doesn't know what to do with it. He doesn't know where to start from, something like that. And another thing, in addition to what that brother said, that Northerners are having a lot of children. We as, for example, Igbo people, we can know the impact of having too many children and not being able to train them. I think that's not our goal. But for example, the main thing for me is the age at which we even have the children that we have, even the 2 or the 3 or the 4. Somebody that is in his 40s, in 50s, is having his first child. Whereas when you go to the southwest or in the south north, somebody that is in his 40s, his children are already in the 20, 21. I remember when I was doing youth service, I met one Igbo girl, and she came with a letter that her father had just retired from one of these federal night corp or something like that. So the father wrote a letter and said he should give to them. Maybe they can help her to get a placement, you know. And whereas there was another Yoruba lady, her father is still in the ministry, and you can know the difference. The father is still in the ministry, and the daughter is doing youth service. The impact of a letter and the father that is still in office that can put a call, say, you know that you are doing a favor to somebody, that you are helping the daughter. So what am I saying? By the time they have the children, most of the time they will not be able to live to see the children grow up. Most people are fatherless by the time they are in their 20s already, because the father is gone. There is no role model. There's nobody to put them through, to help them. Why? It's all anchored on late marriage, late childbearing, you know? So in addition to that, having less number of children, also having children late.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, they are having children late. Oh, 50 years old man will be having his first child. Why? And then you are the one, you want to go and fight war, and you are killing young people. The small one that we have here and there, they are killing them. And tomorrow you say they are marginalizing you. Okay, now, all the young people that went into the police, they've killed all of them. Tell me where the IG and all the high professionals will come out from tomorrow. Other regions, we now have people who are in power. They say, see now, they put only all these people. They did not put an Igbo man. Where will the Igbo man come from? Will he fall from a tree? You were here clapping when that Kolomenta was ranting that they should cut down police people, military people, and you were all chatting, yeah, they are angels, unknown gunman. We don't want to know, unknown or unknown gunman, anything, let them kill all of them. Tomorrow, all those junior officers will become major. They will become IG, but your own is nowhere to be found.
Please, my sister, who is the Kolomenta? Are you talking about anyone in DSS?
The Kolomenta, anybody, and somebody in the dungeon of DSS, anybody. In fact, somebody, I don't know, nobody in DSS dungeon. We don't want to be talking about anybody in DSS there. We don't want to be calling names now, you know, because it's just anybody in DSS dungeon. Anybody. How can you be listening to anybody in DSS dungeon and you go and be killing human beings with proper names? Somebody you don't know whether he is a Jew, you don't know whether he is a prophet, you don't know whether he is a politician, you don't know where tomorrow you will wear beret. He say, this one a brigade, I've been a which one he can't even be. You don't know. You know, the thing is so dramatic. He will sew uniform today. He will carry a kufe, hold this side, it will be like king. Tomorrow you will be standing and collecting. Which one? The guy, you know, he don't know how he want to do himself. Anybody in this DSS dungeon, make them hold and wear for there for now. And I don't know, they should do the trial quickly so that we will know where we stand. Because all this, anybody and all these, there are people in DSS dungeon is not supposed to be the one that will be causing havoc and wasting promising life. Look at the boy that they killed today. From Kogi State, a first class graduate.
Right.
Wasted because of anybody in DSS. Who does that? Anybody that they just bungled and put there, like anybody that he is in DSS dungeon, begging to eat beans. You now be wasting promising life. Why? It doesn't make sense. So yeah, Ijele, what more can I say? Let all those anybody in that DSS dungeon, let them be there, JJ.
Of course.
Anybody,
he must pay for
somebody
his
in DSS, nobody in DSS.
He must pay for his sins. I've told these people. They are saying, Nnamdi has no case. He has no case. Why are your lawyers now delaying? Didn't I tell you people before the next court that you will see his lawyers? Now they say, oh, we are bringing a new senior advocate. That new one they are bringing, that one will still come and say, I need time to study the case. You know, my lord, I just joined today. I did this
Kano
one.
is a violent man, and he has not hidden his violence right from beginning. He was saying it. He wants to bring violence that nobody has seen before, and nobody is asking, where will he do that violence? Where will he do that violence? They're not born them where. They're not fit cross Asaba Bridge, enter Asaba. Where else do you think he can do that violence? They're not even born and where. From that Umuahia to cross, enter Akwa Ibom. They're not born them where. But they are clapping for somebody that said they will bring violence. Where did they think they can do that violence? And they are doing the violence there now. Who is reaping the fruit? Like, look at I was reading stories from Maria Odenwachi's wall today. People were writing comments of all the people who have been affected by all those, anybody's in DSS cell, people that are following their command from DSS dungeon. How many people have they killed? Promising young men, only son, only hope of families, husbands. Like the stories they are very, very bitter and telling. And where is it happening? But I've already explained to them. He started with cursing Igbo, saying nothing Igbo is good. Nothing. He said even he's not an Igbo man. I don't know where this anybody from in DSS dungeon came from. He said he's not Igbo, he's only speaking Igbo. And he told them that they should change to becoming Jew because nothing Igbo is good. So the question is, why are they using Igbo to be rapping this Biafra? Why? Where is Biafra?
Looking for Ishiagu to wear.
All the time he's wearing his uniform. He did not see Isiago. He's wearing a beret. He did not see Isiago. He's wearing a keeper. He did not see Isiago. Now, I know that he was looking for a special costume to wear because he's good in making costume.
Yes,
I know that's why they did not. You know that you can wear Isiago. You know that there are tailors in Aba that can sew very good design of Isiago and you can market them. But you went to Italy to be paying for Italian design. And you are crying of marginalization. Why can't you empower Aba traders and make their Ishagu tailoring skill a brand so that everybody will be wearing it? Not only to cause Buhari, So in closing, all Umubingo that is following the order of anybody in DSS dungeon. My own is, what we have is Igbo land. It is the identity that our ancestors gave us. We are Ndi Igbo. And with Ndi Igbo, our ancestors gave each and every, left our villages, our land for us. And we are Ndi Igbo. And the British came and met us as Ndi Igbo. And the British people did not push us out of our villages. We have control of our villages, our homeland. And we have Ali Igbo. And our ancestors left us with Omen Ali Igbo. And we have our culture as Omen Ali Igbo. We have our language as Asusu Igbo. We are Ndi Igbo. So where is Biafra? Biafra is not Igbo. This is something we need to make clear. There is a Biafra in the ancient map. Yes. So I beg, make them find and go front. Anywhere they see that Biafra on that map, let them go to that region and say, look at where we see this Biafra. We conquer that place and take over it. You people should leave Ndi Igbo out of this Biafra madness. Igbo is not Biafra. Igbo is Ndi Igbo. Who live in Ali Igbo? Who speak Asusu Igbo? Who do Omen Ali Igbo? Biafra has nothing to do with Igbo. And it is time we put an end to it. Never again should it be said that Igbo people are dying for Biafra. No. And never again should Igbo people be paying the price for Biafra all over Nigeria. No. Ndi Igbo are Ndi Igbo. And they should claim their identity and not allow anybody in DSS dungeon to change their identity from thousands of years all of a sudden. Now you are no longer Igbo. Okay, where is this Biafra? What is the language of this Biafra? Where is the culture of this Biafra? Nothing. No. It's existing in their head. So please, my people, Ndi Igbo, stand on your identity. Ndi Igbo, Igbo people of Nigeria. There is no other people in Nigeria that want to change their name and identity. Only Igbo people. Yoruba people are proudly Yoruba, doing Yoruba things. Hausa people proudly Hausa, Edo people proudly Edo. Nigeria never disturb you to be Igbo. Nigeria never take away your culture, your tradition. What is your problem? You are Ndi Igbo. Stay on your identity. Who they look for Biafra, make it go from. Where you see Biafra for Mark, go conquer that place and take over that place.
Immediately.
Leave Ndi Igbo alone. Stop killing Ndi Igbo because of Biafra. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ijele.
Thank you, my sister, for your wonderful contribution. I appreciate it. I appreciate your job. My sister, my people, go to her page, Blessed Dom or Blessed Dom page. She has 2 pages. You can go there, follow her, check her works, and her pages are always under constant attack. Of course, you know, when you are fighting these bingos, your pages will be under constant attack. And I guarantee you, before the month of June, these pages I will make sure they blow up because Ijele Speaks will be fully back, and I'll be using it to share her videos. Some of our people that are joining us via Ijele Speaks don't know that we hardly use the page, but even at that, it's still growing. It's going to 49K again. But as soon as it's done, we will start bringing our sisters program back. So you will be missing our program. Go there, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and follow our Facebook pages. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. My sister, thank you for being a part of the program.
Thank you so much, Ijele. I appreciate you.
This evening.
Bye for now.
I greet you,
Bye.
my people. I thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. Yeah. So, my people, those of you on YouTube, thank you. I salute you. Please remember to hit the like button on YouTube. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And those of you who've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can check out our YouTube channel, Ijele Speaks. Go there, follow the subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Sometimes if we can't do it on Facebook, then we'll get there. It's just our backup, and it will become mainstream, okay, very soon. Thank you everyone for being a part of the program. I greet you all. Somebody said Kazima Benasisi, Kimo Mohammed, Iyim Kanka said Nasi Gideon. Kendini numara daha gitmiyor. Daha geçmiyor. Lütfen senin yeni numara yaz bana. Man, I'm just using my Turkish language. Lütfen bana yaz. Teşekkürler kanka. Boxing. Teşekkürler abi. Thank you everyone for being there. Oh, he said Kamaru Usman. Kadashi Mohammed. Send it back. Mohammed, kendini numara back. Benim numara sonra sana yazayım lütfen. Teşekkürler kanka. I greet you everyone. Please subscribe to YouTube channel so we will stay in touch. I'm late to where I was supposed to be at 6 o'clock. It's now 3 minutes to 6. Be that as it may, I'm happy we did a lot of things today. Thank you everyone for being a part of the program. Bye.